When I started recovery from alcohol addiction, I felt like a glitching machine. My programming was failing and all my systems were breaking down. But recovery isn't just about stopping, it's about rebuilding. A framework to keep you alive. That's what this physical piece of art represents to me. This is the vinyl edition of Resistor, and every single line, ink blot and lyric choice on this jacket is a piece of that survival mechanism. My name's Paul Ewan, and this is the vinyl reissue of Resistor. On the front, you see this rigid, clean circuit diagram of a resistor. It's clinical and controlled. I wanted a visual comparison to iconic structural sleeves. Think the clean geometry of Depeche Mode Songs of Faith and Devotion, or the flawless refracted prism of Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon. Except mine's not working properly, it's glitching. But take a closer look at the textures underneath. It feels like slow-moving lava. It's thick, shifting and angry. A volcanic core that is slowly cooling down, slowly solidifying a brand new skin over the old burns. It's that transition from chaos to containment that I was trying to capture. And bringing that transition into the music meant learning a massive lesson. Stop getting in your own way. I've always had a punk attitude when it comes to music. It is entirely about DIY, doing it yourself and refusing to let a lack of money or your own mind block you creating art. But part of the DIY ethos is knowing when you need a team around you to support your vision. When I wrote this album, I wasn't confident enough to mix it myself yet. So I handed it over to my good friend Andy Fernihough, who mixed the album with surgical precision, capturing the exact tension that I wanted. And from there, the brilliant Maher handled the mastering, blowing the tracks wide open and making them sound absolutely amazing, massive and cinematic. And let's be completely honest, the audio quality of vinyl is vastly greater than streaming. Streaming compression actively guts music. It squashes the low end, strips away the room ambience, and leaves you with a flat digital compromise. But on this vinyl, Andy's mix, Pete's mastering can actually breathe. It forces you to actually sit down and experience the art the way it was engineered to be heard. On the inside cover, the machine falls away and you are faced with an abstract Rorschach ink blot test. In psychology, it's designed to project your subconscious, to see what you're hiding from yourself. On the reverse is reality, a photo captured during our intense rehearsal studio sessions. It grounds the art. It reminds me that out of a dark headspace came real, tactile, collaborative work. For a long time, the music industry built walls around physical media, telling indie artists that physical releases on vinyl wasn't for them. But remember that punk DIY attitude. That's why I've teamed up with Elastic Stage. What they are doing is revolutionary for independent creators. They are completely dismantling the barriers that keep physical art out of people's hands. Through incredible on-demand production, they allow artists to deliver pristine top-tier vinyl directly to their audience without the gatekeepers or the crushing debt. Even the vinyl center labels tell a story of relapse and the rescue. Side 1 is a glitching machine, unpredictable, erratic, fragmented. Side 2 is the Rorschach test. The self-reflection, the analysis, the heavy work of putting yourself back together. Music didn't just save my life, it gave me a blueprint to rebuild it. Resistor is that blueprint. To everyone who supported this record, who's fighting their own mechanical glitches every day, thank you for listening. If you want to own a piece of the story, you can find Resistor vinyl available to pre-order now on my official page. The links are below in the description. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.